Hey guys, it's Andrew Knight, and today I'm going to show you what is on my HTC One. First things first, the launcher I'm running is called Nova Launcher. This is my favourite customizable launcher because it looks kind of like stock, yet you can customize it a hell of a lot if you want to. I've customized it a little bit. As you can see, these icons is a specific icon pack called Goolers. That's G-O-O-L-E-R-S, which I really like. I like the fact they're square. I think they look really good with the One. If we scroll across here, you can see I have got a dictionary.com word of the day widget, which I really like. Next one, we've got Google Now widget, which if you tap, launches Google Now. We've also got a Google Drive widget. I don't really use that. I think it just looks quite cool there. On the sort of main home screen, I've got Dash Clock. This is my favourite widget sort of all time, really. It's the main reason I rooted was to be able to use Dash Clock and also to get rid of the colours in the status bar, so I've got blue and black now. But Dash Clock's really nice. I've got the weather extension, a battery extension, and then a sunrise and sunset extension. First folder here, we've got all my social applications. So you've got pretty standard ones: Google, Google Mail, WhatsApp, Facebook Messenger, Google Plus, Hangouts, which is really good. If you haven't tried the Hangouts app, I really can't recommend that highly enough. We've got Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Skype, Falcon Pro, which is my favourite Twitter client at the moment. We've got SMS Couple, which is a really nice app if you're in a relationship with someone, and InstaMessage. Next up, we've got a travel folder, and in here I've got Google Local, Maps, Navigation. This app is called London. This is really nice if you go to London a lot and use the tube. I go there just enough to need the app, but I don't go there enough to know the tubes sort of like the back of my hand. And this just means if you want to search for something, you can use it offline, which is really cool. But you can do, say, Abbey Road to Black Horse Road, hit show as text, and it will give you a nice little guide to get where you need to go. There's also an offline map of London cached on here, so if you get lost and you don't have signal or your battery's running out, this is a really nice way to get around. Then also in travel, I've got Clock. Video folder, I've got the Movie Studio, which I don't actually use, I just like the icon, so I've got it on my home screen. Netflix, which is really good. It's the one of the few services I pay for on a monthly basis, along with Spotify. Play Movies, again, don't really use that, but it looks cool. YouTube, use that a lot. BBC iPlayer, if you're in the UK, BBC iPlayer has got really good of late. Same with 4OD, and then I've also got IMDb for searching about movies. In my reading folder, I've got Playbooks, which I don't use as I use Kindle, but again, I just like the application's widget. No, I like the icon. Play Magazines, don't use that, but it looks cool. Dictionary.com is really good, as I said. Goodreads, I really can't recommend highly enough if you like reading. It syncs with Facebook and all your Facebook friends, and you can rate books you've read, things like that, and it gives you recommendations. I've also there got an internet link to writersbeat.com. On the next folder, this is all my files. So I've got Google Drive, ES File Explorer, which I again really can't recommend highly enough. This lets you view everything that's on your phone as a normal file explorer, but you can also scroll across, and I've got my Drive and Dropbox, and that's pretty much made the individual Drive and Dropbox apps that I've got in here redundant, but it's nice to have them there still. And I've also got Zedge, which is really nice for wallpapers. Scroll across, we've got a big widget for Flipboard. I did used to use Currents, but on the ROM I'm running, which is Paranoid Android, the Currents app, the DPI goes a little bit wonky, so Flipboard's just a bit better. And to be honest, Currents and Flipboard are so similar that you can really use either or and just flip between them. You can see you can just subscribe to the stories you like. So I've got Android Police, Android Central, News in the UK, The Verge, BBC World, and some books. What else have we got in there? We've also got Play Store, eBay, and Amazon in that as a little shopping folder. Then we've got my news folder. I've got Currents in there still, which is, again, I don't use anymore because the DPI goes wonky, but I've still got it installed. Flipboard and Pocket Casts. Pocket Casts is, for me, the best podcast app. You can discover podcasts, and then you can also save them, as I've done here. And just the interface looks really nice. Yeah, it's cool. And it works really well with the Boom Sound speakers. Next we've got a games folder. I normally have more than this installed, but I've just flashed this custom ROM, so just chucked a few on that I really like. Colours N is a really interesting little game, which is kind of a trippy kind of puzzle game where you chuck colours together. see me in the reflection. Go into a level here. So you chuck them together, and the aim is to make the whole screen the colour of the border. It sounds kind of weird, but it's actually really good. Also in there we've got Draw Something, which you've all seen before. Epoch, which is a really nice shooting game, which it's sort of over the shoulder, but you swipe. It's more gesture based. It's not really sort of a control-y shooting game. It's difficult to describe, but it works really well on the touchscreen, and the graphics are really nice. Guncrafter, which I was just messing around with, and this new Minion Run, which is like Temple Run, but it's got the minions from Despicable Me, which is freaking awesome. Next, got a music folder. Spotify, that's the other service I pay for. I think it's absolutely fantastic and can't praise it highly enough, but I've said that so many times before, you're probably bored of hearing it. Soundhound is great for finding music. Play Music, I've got there but I don't use, and SoundCloud is pretty good. I don't really use it to listen to music, I use it more as sort of a discovery service, and then I try and find them on Spotify. Torch there, just in case. And then I've got a Spotify widget. Scroll across here, and I've got some folders. These are just upcoming reviews, so that's a little there's a little sneak peek. In my dock, I've got Spotify, normal camera, Instagram, contacts, and Google Chrome. And then in my app drawer, we're going to scroll through and see if there's anything else worth a mention. Automate it, that's really, really cool. This is kind of like Tasker, but it's a little bit easier to use and it's free. So, for example, if I plug my headphones in, it launches Spotify for me. Or if I go within my the GPS location of my house, it'll turn Wi-Fi on and things like that, and then turn it off when I leave. Avast is really nice if you want something which is an antivirus scanner, as well as being an anti-theft thing. So if someone nicks your phone, you can wipe it remotely, you can find it on a map, you can make it scream really loudly, things like that. So that's really useful as a sort of a backup if anything does happen. What else have we got? Carbon, I'm not really using anymore because Falcon Pro is a bit better, but Carbon is another nice Twitter app. Flick across. Most of these we'll have talked about because most of them are on my home screen. LendMate is really nice. If you often borrow or lend small amounts of money or books and things, that's a really nice way to keep up to date with it. Also Google Keep, that's a really nice really nice note-taking app. What else have we got here? Nexus 4 dot wallpaper is really nice, that's worth a look. RBS, if you're with RBS, the RBS app's actually quite nice, which is odd considering the rest of it's useless. Plume, another quite good Twitter app that I'm testing at the moment. I'm not even sure if I'm signed in, no, but that's not a bad one. What else have we got? Push-ups and sit-ups, they're really nice if you do sort of push-ups and sit-ups either at the gym or just at home, and you need that sort of little bit of extra motivation to sort of keep a tally going, and you can beat your old high score and things like that, so that's nice as a little motivation. Snapchat Save is quite cool, it lets you save Snapchats, which you can actually do on this custom ROM anyway, but if you can't Snapchat, if you can't screenshot, that's a nice way to save them. SwiftKey, best keyboard. And then we've got a few other apps here like Wake, Find, Warmly, which are just alarm apps, which I'm going to be reviewing later, but they're worth a look. And also Wallbase is really, really nice for wallpapers. So that's all the applications and the widgets on my phone. The ROM I'm running is Paranoid Android. I'm just going to go into settings and show you, which I'm actually really, really liking. The battery life is pretty fantastic. I was getting sort of 14 hours on my stock ROM when I was using the power management. On this I'm getting about the same without using any power management at all, which is really nice. Saying the Paranoid Android version 3.57, and it's running Android 4.22. You've also got all your quick toggles in your notification bar, which is good. That's the main sort of gripe I had with stock, that you didn't have the notification toggles, so it's nice to have those. And that's about it really, guys. That's everything that's on my One. I hope this has been informative and it hasn't been too long. If you want to see anything else, please don't hesitate to comment or PM me, or you can also tweet me in the link below. Also, please subscribe if you haven't seen me before. I'll be having loads more videos soon, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ta-ra!